This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. Happy New Year's to everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great New Year's Eve, and hopefully everyone will have an amazing, fantastic 2025. This year, I'm going to jump off with a Dollar Tree haul. Yes, I'm still searching Dollar Tree. I'm hoping with the closing of stores like Big Lots and things of that such that maybe some of these movies will trickle down to Dollar Tree or Dollar General. But have some bangers here. Have what I picked up at Dollar Tree. Have my Kino Cult pick. Have a somewhat adult 3D pick. Have my classic pick. Just have a whole cornucopia of bangers. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming, physical media, or actually live in the theater with my family. And I'm going to kick it off with some physical media. This is a 2017 action crime mystery thriller, Kill 'Em All. Directed by Peter Malota, produced by Stuart Alson, and written by Jesse Cilio. It stars Jean-Claude Van Damme, Autumn Rezer, Peter Stoudemire, and Maria Conchita Alonso and Daniel Bernhardt. The plot behind this: after a massive shootout, a mysterious stranger played by Van Damme arrives at a local hospital on the brink of death. Then a foreign gang brazenly comes to the hospital to hunt him down. His nurse, the sole surviving witness to the follow-up shootout, must face an FBI interrogation that unlocks a plot of international intrigue and revenge. With enough twists and turns, Kill 'Em All will keep you guessing until the final bullet is fired. And this is a low-budget film, and I can't really put my finger on it why. I don't know if it's the background looks so staged, though. It's just some of the shots just look very low budget. But it's still a fun action film, especially if you like Jean-Claude Van Damme, somewhat reminiscent of his 80s film, that kind of cheese factor to it. He actually has one of his sons in the movie with him, and their fighting styles are so similar. They almost look like the same person, except they don't really look alike, but they fight exactly alike, though. But if you like that corny 80s type of action Van Damme movie, Kill 'Em All is for you. And on that same vein, we have Kill 'Em All 2, which I actually watched on Netflix. It's streaming live on Netflix right now. This is a 2024 American direct-to-video action film. This was directed by Valerie Malev, written by James Agnew, produced by Raphael Primorac, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jacqueline Fernandez, Peter Stoudemire, and Maria Conchita Alonso. The plot behind this: Philip comes face to face with a Russian-French terrorist who comes to exact vengeance on him for killing his brother. And it somewhat picks up where the other movie left off. It looks a little bit better just how they filmed it. It doesn't look so cheesy, doesn't look so staged. Again, but it's still Jean-Claude Van Damme, that 80s type of cheese action. He has another son in here that also fights. I didn't recognize his son, but I saw it in the credits before I watched the movie, though. But again, it's cheesy, but it's entertaining. So if you like, again, that 80s throwback type of action Jean-Claude movie, Kill 'Em All 2 will be for you. My third movie is a 1976 American natural horror film. This was directed and written by Jeff Lieberman, produced by George Manassas, starring Don Scardino, Patricia Percy, R.A. Dow, Fran Higgins, Peter McLean, and Gene Sullivan. The plot behind this: on September 29, 1975, in a rural town of Fly Creek, Georgia, a powerful storm blows down an overhead power line, leaving the area without electricity. The power lines land in wet mud and electrifies the worms underneath. The next morning, Jerry Sanders borrows a truck from her neighbor, worm farmer Roger Grimes, to pick up her boyfriend Mick, who is arriving from New York for a vacation. And this is just the epitome of 70s cheesy horror. These are the kind of horror pictures, and that's what I love. This I actually watched it on the Kino Cult Blu-ray. Those 70s, 60s sci-fi horror movies where they have super close-up shots of either rats or worms or flies or bees or whatever the genre, whatever that specific movie animal or antagonist is. So it's along those lines, very cheesy but very fun. The Blu-ray looks excellent. You don't see a whole lot of grain. The sound, I don't think they mix the sound stereo, so it still sounds like basic stereo or mono. But other than that, very enjoyable, fun film. My next film is something I watched with my mother and my wife on Christmas. This is Netflix, The 6888. It's a 2024 American war drama film. This was directed and written by Tyler Perry, based on the book Fighting a Two-Front War by Kevin M. Hemmel, starring Kerry Washington, Ebony Obsidian, I'm probably ruining that woman's names, Dean Norris, Sam Waterston, and Oprah Winfrey. The plot behind this: a West Virginia mother waits every day for news about her two sons who are serving overseas. Meanwhile, childhood friends Lena and Abram reckon with the difficulty of their budding romance. Lena is Black and Abram is Jewish in the 1940s Philadelphia as she prepares to deploy. This is a war film. This is based on a true story. This is a testament to overcoming tremendous obstacles. Essentially, they put this Black World War II woman's platoon in charge of mail, disseminating the mail between the soldiers out in the war. And it was so much mail that has not been delivered. It was an impossible task. I'm not going to spoil the plot for you though, but it's inspirational, very touching at times, a little bit of humor in there. So great movie. Everyone enjoyed it. Again, if you like that war type, overcoming insurmountable obstacles, definitely check out The 6888. My last film is a 2024 superhero film, Kraven the Hunter. This is a Marvel Comics film. This was directed by J.C. Chandor, screenplay by Richard Wank, Art Markham, Matt Holloway, story by Richard Wank. The story behind this, or the plot behind this, following the death of his mother, Sergei Kravenov and his half-brother Dmitry are taken by their father Nikolai to prepare to take over his drug trafficking operations during a hunting trip in Ghana. Sergei is heavily injured, protecting his brother from a lion. A girl named Calypso heals him with a serum and calls for rescue, leaving a tarot card behind. Sergei soon discovers his physical attributes have become animalistic. And this got horrible reviews. It pretty much bombed at the box office, and I really don't know why. Well, I have some ideas. I think people's expectations of movies, specifically superhero or Marvel movies, are way too high. It's an entertaining movie. One of the drawbacks I can see, maybe why it didn't do so well, in my opinion, to have a great movie, specifically an action or comic book hero, the antagonist has to be just as interesting and compelling as the protagonist. For example, Star Wars, Darth Vader is just as big as Luke Skywalker. Demolition Man, Simon Phoenix is just as big as Sylvester Stallone. You have to have that equal balance where you're almost rooting for the villain. Two perfect examples: Man of Steel with Henry Cavill and Michael Shannon, and Black Panther with Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. I can't think of his last name. Killmonger and Zod. You can actually identify with them. With Zod, he was genetically engineered to take care of Kryptonian, his planet and his people, so he had no choice but to fight for it. Same with Killmonger. He had somewhat of a allegiance with Black Americans as opposed to Black Panther, who was allegiance to Wakanda. And I think that's what Kraven pretty much kind of fell short. The antagonist was not as compelling as the protagonist, or the villain wasn't really all that, but it was still an entertaining film. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my Dollar Tree pickups here. Have my Cash America pawn shop picks. Have my classic pick, my 3D pick, and a Kino Lorber. This is Kino Lorber Cult Classic. So let me get these scanned in, and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. I'm going to jump into what I purchased at Dollar Tree. The first one is Maz Jorban, Brown and Friendly, and I believe he does political commentary. I think I've seen him on YouTube. Not bad. I've never seen any of his straight up stand-up though, but for $1.25, I figure I'd take a look. I've seen this before. I just saw another one that kind of piqued my interest, so I said, let me go ahead and pick this up along with it. And this is a Vivendi release. Maz Jorban, Brown and Friendly. And what kind of tipped the scales for me, you got the Iron Sheik from back in the day. I believe that's Iron Sheik. If I'm not, excuse me, I think that's Iron Sheik from my old big time wrestling with the Junkyard Dog and Jimmy Superfly Snuka, all that. I don't watch wrestling anymore, though. Let you know how old I am by those old names. So, but Master Bonnie. Next, looks like a romantic comedy. Pierce Brosnan, Emma Thompson. Not familiar with these guys. Timothy Spall or Celia Imni. Love Punch. And oh, by the way, I got my Wesley Snipes here, my AKA the Real Blade, my Billy Bob Thornton, my Sling Blade here. Open you up. I do like Emma Thompson. She was in that Nanny McPhee movie, which is a cute movie. She's been in a lot of other stuff too. This is a Ketchup Entertainment. Never heard of them. Love Punch. And the last one that I got, and this one that kind of piqued my interest, mostly because it's Alan Alda. I like Anne Margaret also. And it's Olive Films. I know Olive Films is now defunct, so I guess this is out of print. I did look it up online. I think like $10 on Amazon. Maybe a little bit less on eBay. So I get it for $1.25. I'll pick it up. Oh, that Hal Linden. I think that's Barney Miller. From Barney Miller. Those are the only names I really recognize. Looks like a romantic comedy. New Life. And they also have the cards here. I don't think I have any of these. I have Cujo, but not on Olive Films. Okay. And you know, these are $1.25 for this. What I picked up at Dollar Tree. Next, my pawn shop pickups here. I kick it off with the DVDs. Blind Buy, but I like Loretta Devine. I like I believe that's Rockman Dunbar. And Jennifer Lewis, I can take her or give her, depending on the day and her comedy. It's a Fox release. Dirty Laundry. Next, I believe this is out of print. It's A Small World of Fun, animated adventure. And I don't know if this one actually made it to Blu-ray or not. I didn't look it up. I looked up the DVD. I know they went like $10 or more on eBay. And again, I'm a big Disney head. I'm a Disney kid. And there's a second one also, I think with that Donald Duck on the cover. It's A Small World of Fun. And next, for my DVDs, if you've never seen any of the After Dark Horror Fest movies, really good mid to low budget horror, usually pretty good stories, pretty gruesome, sometimes a little tongue-in-cheek, but they have some pretty decent horror films. Let's see if they have a list here. I don't have Penny Dreadful. I have Unrest. Love the Hamiltons. Hamiltons actually had a remake, not a remake, a sequel. I can't think of the name of the sequel. The Thompsons is the sequel of the Hamiltons. I don't have Reincarnation. Dark Rise, not bad. Wicked Little Things, I believe I have that. The Grave Dancers and The Abandoned. So if you have any of these, if you've seen any of these, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you've seen this one, I haven't seen this one yet. Tell me what you think. The Abandoned. Next, we'll do some Blu-rays here. Blu-ray that I've been looking for. I have the first Jeepers Creepers, the first two. I know there's a Jeepers Creepers 3 that I don't have. This is, I believe this is the fourth one. Reborn. So happy to get this at the pawn shop for a real decent price. Nice and smooth. There's no scratches. And this is, who released this? Going Places Movie Incorporated. Never heard of them. Is that a label? No, Screen Media. Screen Media release. Jeepers Creepers. Next, another movie I was looking for. I thought I had the complete set. It's like A Dog's Life. Here it is. A Dog's Purpose. I think it's A Dog's Life. Then A Dog's Journey. might be killing on the other movie's name. But there's 3 movies. I thought there was only 2, and I was able to get all 3 at the pawn shop. I believe I got all 3 at the same pawn shop. Have the Blu-ray, have the DVD. We'll see if the code still works. The codes are pretty much hit or miss, so but for the amount I paid for it, I'm not crying over it. And this is a Universal release. Of course, the Universal has the Universal look on their disc, kind of bland. A Dog's Journey DVD, Blu-ray, and code. And the last one from the pawn shop, the Meg. I have this on 3D, but I don't have it on 4K. I'm not a big 4K guy, but at these prices, yeah, I'll definitely pick it up. Not a problem. It's a Warner Brothers release. You have the the 4K. See if the code works. I think I already have the code on this. And the Blu-ray. And this is what I picked up at the pawn shop. So 1, 2, let's see. 3 movies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 DVDs, 2 Blu-rays, and 1 4K. What do you think I paid? If I get to the store, it'd be a lot more just for the 4K itself. For all this, I paid a whopping $9.07. So you can't get a 4K Blu-ray for $9. Okay, next, got my Kino Lover pick for the week. This is actually Kino Lover Cult. Squirm, really fun movie. These kind of remind me of the movies I used to see on Saturday afternoons on TV. Those crazy monster movies. Guys in monster suits, close-up shots of insects. This, you have close-up shots of worms. So, and I love this new Kino line that they have, Kino Cult. There's a couple other Kino Cult labels that look pretty interesting. I've just seen trailers for them. So, beautiful job on the artwork. I love the flip artwork also. Somewhat reminiscent of Shout Factory. So, good job, Kino. Nice slip cover. Next, my classic pick for the week. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Eddie Murphy Raw, arguably one of the best stand-ups, or at least the catalyst, which kind of set the mark for other stand-ups. You never saw guys in complete leather suits, you know, for stand-up. He kind of changed stand-up comedian to almost rock star status. So that's Eddie Murphy Raw. And I just picked up the DVD, I think a couple of months ago for like 50 cents. And this came out. And it was a pretty decent price. I think $8, $7 or $8 with shipping and handling from Amazon. So I broke down and paid for it. Eddie Murphy Raw. And my 3D pick for the week, something for a date night with the missus. Lover's Guide 3D, the ultimate guide to sex and revolutionary. And I don't think there's any naughty parts here. You might see a little shape of a buttocks. I don't think there's gonna be anything X-rated. Let me get this open here. Be careful not to cut the slip cover. Okay, get you out of here. And let me look at this first before I let you guys see. Just wanna do some extra editing here. Okay, yeah, nothing too naughty in here. Lover's Guide 3D. And this is a, what is a House of Knowledge release. House of Knowledge release. And nice, thick slip cover here. And this is my Dollar Tree end of the year pickup. If you made this far on the video, well, I've got this far yet. This is the part of the video where I separate the artwork from the disc, see if it needs to make the shelves. Then I'll get you good people on your way. Give me a second. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Captain Marvel, L is in Love Punch, Z is in Zero Dark 30. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you've made it this far, smash the like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Other than that, I hope everyone had a really good year. Hopefully next year will be better than 2024. And as my usual sign off, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Happy New Year's, everyone. Deuces.